Hey, Paul Katroff with 423byland.com. Another terrific day. It's a beautiful morning. It's around 8:44. The temperature isn't even a hair above 63 degrees. You can't get a better day to shoot a video on a special part of lot development. People ask me every day about RV pads and installing travel trailers on lots. Well, let me tell you this. Housing pads are not the same. You often see a lot of people in court that build houses and they put cement slabs down, and part of that reason is because they're either lazy or they're flying blind. And here's what I mean by that. If you're going to spend $100,000 on a house, would you spend $3,000 to ensure that the house is built properly? A lot of people don't do that. So in the county of Livingston, you can drive around and you can see slabs that are failing. You can see houses literally on pier and beam foundation where the pier is tilting. You can see concrete slab foundations where the cracks are going right down the center on new houses. Part of this problem is because the homeowner or that's hiring the builder, they're not aware. Soil samples, soil tests tell you everything you want to know. You see these court cases all the time. They end up in court. The homeowner is suing the foundation guy because their foundation failed on an expensive house. The foundation guy tells the judge, I just did what they told me to do. The reality is the burden rests on you, the homeowner, to be smart. If you're going to spend $100,000 or whatever you're going to spend, $3,000 to go to a pair of engineers to get it done right is imperative. Now, this is a pretty interesting video, pretty interesting opportunity, because if there was a property that really needs a soil test, this one needs it. We're going to build a house here, and we believe there's an aquifer underneath. What the soil test is going to do is it's going to come out, it's going to do a bore sample, and then we're going to get a 25-page report and tell us everything that's under our ground. Can you imagine installing piers right into the water table because you didn't know where the water table was? Can you imagine if you didn't know you had 4 feet of clay that expands underneath you versus 2 feet? There's so many different things that can happen. So getting a soil engineer to perform the soil test will give you this type of information. Then you go and design your slab. It's really pretty linear. It's pretty easy. Runs around $3,000. And it's the insurance policy that a lot of people don't take out before they do that expensive building process. Well, we're doing it. We're getting ready to build a house here. So we're gonna take some video of the gentlemen when they show up and some drilling, and this is extremely exciting, and this is something I suggest everybody does. Soil test, soil test, soil test. It's more than what you think. Anyway, Paul Katroff, stay tuned because this is going to be fun. Okay, real quickly, before the guys show up, I want to introduce you to the pad, the area that we're going to build the house at. You can see 4 stakes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've measured them out, got them pretty precise. So come check this out. What they're going to do is they're going to bore 2 holes, approximately 16 feet deep and 17 feet deep. I think they're probably going to do one at the top ground, and I would think they'd maybe do one in the middle of this square. But they're going to go 16, 17 feet. This is really, really interesting because we have a water well about 200 feet away there, and behind us you have a massive water tower. So think about what I'm telling you. I got this property, it's beautiful, right between 2 water sources. So it's really important to get this right. These guys are gonna run in, they should be here in about 2 minutes. Stay tuned, we're gonna get this going. Here come the cavalry. Here's our guy. Here's our driller. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. They're bringing the big guns. Wow, that's neat. Okay, check out this equipment. This is pretty interesting. There are the drill bits. Look at that piece of equipment, that's so cool. So these are the controls that he's going to operate, and they're going to do the boring. Pretty stoked right now. The guys are here and I'm about to know everything about my ground for the next 50 years. There's nothing I will not know about what's underneath me. I'm gonna find out if there's a landfill underneath me. Pretty cool. Yeah, they're not gonna get it up that embankment to the property. Yeah, I think they're gonna offload it right there, I guess. I thought they would back up the property, but soft ground, huh? All right, that's on a track vehicle anyway. Here they come, slowly making their way up the hill. Looks like a big gun turret, doesn't it? Very neat. He's making his way. Once again, you can see my 4 stakes right there, right? My 4 stakes. So we're going to see where he's going to perform the 2 bore tests in about 2 seconds. Here's my left stake. My right stake is right there on the other side. I think that they are going to, there's my other stake. I think they are going to put a hole in the corner and one in the middle. That's what I'm thinking. Makes a lot of sense if you're going to do 2 holes. Let's see what they do. Right now he's preparing the drill bits to install on the end of the machine. This pipe that he is cleaning is the pipe that's going to go into the ground and pull up the sleeve of dirt. Not those drill bits there, but he's got that pipe. That pipe is so important. That's what's going to be given to the geotech engineer so he can analyze that and tell you what your soil's all about. So that's probably a hollow piece of metal attachment. Paul Kacharoff again. I'm sorry, but maybe if you haven't realized, this is for my house. This is my property. I'm building this, so I'm a little more excited than usual. I sell a lot of RV lots and travel trailer lots, not a lot of housing lots, and this is my own personal project. This is for me, not for resale. But I'm really excited because I'm going to live here one day next to the water tower. Check out my backyard. Well, it's not really my backyard, but the adjacent lot owner has this beautiful pasture to back up to. Beautiful pasture, about 17 acres. So my fence line would go right about here, and that's what I would see. I can see road runners and deer coming across this cleared 17 acres. Amazing. You can see he's got 2 more pipes right there. Those are going to be attached together, and I think those are the sleeves. He's going to make one long sleeve, and it's going to pull the dirt into those pipes, and they're going to hand that to the soil engineer. Okay, he's got the arm is extended to go straight up and down, and he's installing the drill bit there. Pretty neat. So we're getting ready to go down. These guys definitely work as a team. They do a lot of jobs all around the area. There it is. There's the money shot. He's going down right there. It's a beautiful sight. There's the drill bit turning. But this is the beginning of our bore test, and you know, for a lot of people out there who are not aware, this is what goes on to examine your soil. So I think it's well worth it. And this type of education you just don't get everywhere. Anyway. Right now he's inserting those metal sleeves. Kind of interesting. I was wondering how it's going to be attached. So those metal sleeves are the ones that pick the dirt. It goes on the end of the drill bit. He originally piloted the hole with the drill bit. That's what we were catching. He's doing a pilot hole. I think he's doing another pilot hole. You can see he's got one of the sample pipes already filled up. There's the boss going in to make sure that the drillers are doing everything properly. Say it again.
That sample was all clay, that last sample.
Oh, it was all clay, huh? Oof. Well, they'll do it. Hey, we're finding out every time we do a sample, a soil test, we're finding out every single layer. We're not flying blind. We're going to put $100,000 into a house, and we're going to insure that house. Do it the right way. That's the way it should be done. Okay. Now, you look great on camera. Love this woman. Love her. All right, Paul Kacheroff here with 423buyland.com. My number is also 423-BUY-LAND. You can call and text me 7 days a week. You know, I want to leave these gentlemen alone. I've had a camera in their face to get this video. I think you guys get the gist of what's going on. This is really exciting. My next process is about 2 weeks where I send the payment. It cost me $1,500 to do all of this. The geotech engineer is going to comprise a full report within 2 weeks. With that report, I take it to what's called a structural engineer. Geotech engineer will analyze the soil. The structural engineer will take the soil information and give you prints and design your slab. Now, a lot of what I hear, a lot of the geotech engineers also are structural engineers. Depends who you go with. Everywhere in Texas that I called, you had to go to separate engineers. But however you cut it, up north, down south, eastern United States, you're going to spend around $3,000, $15 for the soil test and $15 for the plans. So anyway, I'm excited. I'm going to get back with you in about 2 weeks when I got the plans. I'm going to give you an update. Take care. Paul Kacheroff. Have a good day.